Okay, so we are in the last 15 minutes of the show. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or criticism for us, drop it in the window. Otherwise, check us out on our website, our Facebook page, our Twitter feed, YouTube, and of course you're watching us on Twitch, unless of course you're watching this on YouTube, and then there's the Twitch channel. I do want to do, since we are near the end of the show, I do want to give a couple quick shout outs here. Of course, if you want more information on mergers and acquisitions, an upcoming and amazing tabletop game that Zealeus and I have both beta tested, you can find out more information by going to nerdburgergames.com. That's all one word. If you're interested in, yes, I do an exact 1-to-1 ratio of doing Mount and Code Red.
The ratio is, wait, but what is the ratio of Mountain Dew to ice? This is important.
Just enough ice to make it chilled.
There you go. There you go. You gotta have the chill factor.
Anyways, if you want to learn, if you want some cool, nerdy, geeky podcasts, you got to check out nerdburgernews.com. You also have to check out the Vitamin Geek podcast.
Vitamin Geek is great. I love the Vitamin Geek people. They're my heroes.
They are awesome guys. We actually hang out with them every single time we go up to Canuga, and we had a hell of a good time with them this year.
Amen to that.
Let's see here. Of course, check out Pugmire. You can find that on Kickstarter right now. If you want in on that Essence, that surreal exploration game, Essence, you still got 4 days to add to that one. You also have, I'm trying to think if there's, I feel like there's another podcast we're supposed to be.
You mentioned, wait, did you mention both Nerdburger Games and
Vitamin Geek?
Yeah, no, Mergers and Acquisitions. He's got Nerdburger, because he got the two different things.
Okay. I did that, yeah. Of course, if you want to learn about some of the cool conventions we're going to be going to, we're going to AndoCon next week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So next month. In 2 weeks, we'll be at AndoCon, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you can make it, it's $25 per person, or $40 per couple. And that couple doesn't mean that you got to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or boyfriend, or whatever. It could just be you and your friend.
That's be 2 humans. That's what I require.
Yes,
I asked about bringing a cat, and Ando said no.
No, and it's centered around just having a good time playing board games that you probably would never play before, hanging out with people, meeting people who want to play crazy board games like you. There's going to be a bunch of games that you can test, and of course, there's going to be some panels you can go to. And yes, for those individuals who are wondering, the game show crew that's been there the past 2 years is going to be back again for another round of. I don't know what the hell.
You forgot to mention pen and pencil RPGs also.
Right, they do pen and pencil. Well, right. You can also do White Kid
in the house.
Where the hell have you been? You've been playing too much Steam right now.
Damn you, Steve!
And of course, you check out the Whack Kid 47 on YouTube and on Facebook.
There you go.
He hits more of the anime conventions than we do.
So after AndoCon, we have MomoCon, right?
Yes, in May. We take a month off, and then we're at MomoCon in May. Then the very next weekend, we are in, or I'm going to be in Charlotte for Con Carolinas. Zealeus will be bowing out after MomoCon.
But I'll still be here every Thursday night.
Of course.
But we have our good friend, Jesse, who's going to step in and pick up my slack, because he is also an amazing panelist.
Jesse will be doing Con Carolinas and the fandom Greenville.
Nice.
With me.
Yes, Jesse is a good man. We need to get him back on here one of these nights.
I'm trying.
I know it's hard to do.
I'm trying to get him on the show.
He has other legit concerns in life, but we need him back on.
Now, a lot of people have been asking about. So we see that you've done a couple of interviews now and then, and I want to tell you this right here, right now. We're going to do a lot more interviews, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually segment or segregate the interviews from the Thursday Night Hangout, because we want the individuals that are being interviewed to be the only aspect to the thing. And also, we won't have to force the individual to stick around for an hour and 15 minutes. If we've only got questions for 45 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, we can do that and then move on.
Right on.
So,
do we have any potential people lined up?
Yes, we have Louis Puster III, writers of the Saga of Ukamong. He is coming in a couple Tuesdays from now.
Right on.
So we're going to have him, and then I'm going to try to do a bunch of unfortunately, we're not going to be able to bring in everyone we want to interview. We're going to have to do some Skype interviews because there are independent developers that are in the UK, parts of Europe, in San Francisco, in Canada. So we'll be doing that, but we're going to give you a lot more interviews. I'm just trying to line them up right now because I'm also the booking agent for Alter Confusion.
Rock on. I think you should hire a bookie.
Dude, I should hire a lot of people, but I don't have the money to hire.
Stupid money keeping the man down.
I know. It's a sad thing. There are a couple games that are on my docket right now. Of course, the one at the top, if you have been watching the Twitch stream, is Sprinter. You can add Skype videos to XSplit. Yes, I could.
There you go.
But I'm playing Sprinter. Which is a game that we showed the trailer for last week.
Yep.
It's on the PC.
What do you think of it?
It is a game where you have to have the timing down. If your timing is off, you are effed.
Now, it's one of those games, though, so you need the timing right.
Mm-hmm.
Is the timing accurate? Like, if you mess up, it's because you were too slow or too fast? Or does the game sometimes seem like I had that?
There's a bunch of different mechanics that are going on through the game. And I think that for the most part, it's your own damn fault.
Okay.
But, yes, we did, Wet Kid. But there are instances where I feel like there's a couple mechanics that feel a little off to me.
Like how so?
There's one where you have to hold the right trigger to go in a special mode, and then you got to double tap A and then release the right trigger, and then it basically materializes you on another side. The problem is that you have to have like perfect timing on the double tap A, because and basically you got to be away from the wall. If you're even near the wall where you're about to go through, you'll automatically just stick to the wall, which sucks because you're like, dude, I had the timing, but
if you stick to the wall, do you die?
No, you just don't meet your time requirement. Every single level is timed. You have to meet the time requirement, which sometimes, in my opinion, is fucking insane. And I missed it by like half a second, and I was about ready to throw my controller through the wall.
So have you hit a point in the game yet where you're like, screw it, I can't beat this stage?
At the end of the game.
So are you like at the end, or have you beat the game?
No, I'm at the end of the game. I can't beat the level.
God. Ugh. Now, is there any kind of like, because it's all the rage, is there any kind of like RPG element where like you can like level up your character or anything, or is it just you get these abilities, learn how to use them?
It's straight up. They give you abilities over time, and then you get a chance to like do like a tutorial mode to kind of understand what it is, and you get thrown into the game. And of course, at any time you can restart the level.
Now, do you think this would work on other devices, like a mobile device, or is this this has to be on the PC?
Well, no.
It
could absolutely be on a console, but it has to be the gamepad. It has to be the gamepad.
Okay.
You cannot do it without the gamepad. Did I mention that you have to play this game with the gamepad?
Did you try the keyboard?
No.
You didn't try?
No.
It just went out of work.
No, God, no. No. You have to have the gamepad.
Fair enough.
Now, that being said, there are some issues with the game that I'm not going to disclose right now because I want you to read my review. So,
wow, tricky, pushing people to the review websites.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. I like it.
I did write a review for Tennis in the Face, and I did apologize profusely to the developer for not getting the review back to him in a timely fashion because we did get the review code back in November.
But it means we got to show it off at a convention, so more
Right.
eyeballs than otherwise probably got to see it. And definitely a couple were definitely interested in playing it.
Right. I mean, and that's one of the cool things about going to the conventions. If you're an independent developer, you might want to try to hit us up with your game. If we like it, we're going to show it off at conventions. I mean, that's
Now, to
a
be
given.
fair, it does help if it's easy to pick up.
Right. Absolutely.
Because like there's some games, great indie games, like for instance, one of the games we'd really like to play is Sproggywood.
Mhm.
I'm personally not a huge fan of showing Sproggywood at a convention because it's not the easiest in the world to pick up.
To be honest with you, I think that Sproggywood fits in better with the Momo crowd than it did in Canuga.
Fair enough.
I think it's just the art style is it's kind of.
Okay, I can see that.
That being said, I mean we'll show Sprague, we'll show a bunch of other games, and hopefully we'll rotate a couple other games in by. We won't be showing any games at AndoCon because AndoCon's not really the place to show off video games, and this is more of a hangout convention for us.
Yes.
I do have. I'm hoping to get the review code for Firefu, and Patchwork, and I kind of feel like there's another game. Let me cheat.
Oh, Charlie to the cheating.
Let's see here. Horror in the Asylum. I need to write a review for, and I'm. Here's the deal. I understand. Oh, I've got to write a review for the Aquatic Adventures of the Last Human. Oh my god. But here's my deal. I understand that people have to start somewhere when it comes to developing games. Sometimes you're not going to make the best game right off the bat, but when you have like some serious limitations to what you can do because you're seriously utilizing like the point-click version of an engine, you may not want to try to shoot for the stars to begin with, because there's a certain aspect about Horror in the Asylum. It's a horror game, of course, and you're in a mental asylum.
Oh no!
Every single time you die, you've got to start from the very beginning. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so it's a permadeath.
Roguelike.
But it's not roguelike because the place is the same damn thing every single time.
Oh.
So I've memorized the first like 10 minutes of the game because I've done it so often. And it's probably longer than that, but I can basically sprint through that section.
You're getting good at speedrunning.
They put a lockpick functionality in there, which is terrible. It's not smooth. It looks like they were going for like a Fallout 4 or Skyrim or something like lockpick, where you're holding the lockpick at a certain angle, and you've got like the screwdriver or whatever to try to turn the lock so you go in there. It just doesn't look right.
So you're saying if you start for the game, maybe instead of picking 8 components and sucking at those 8, I'm not saying they suck, but you know what I mean. Maybe stick to 2 or 3 components they can actually do well.
Right. Well, I mean, one of the biggest issues I have with this game is that I'm OCD, okay? I'm OCD to extreme, especially when I play video games. So when you have little nitpicky things that drive me nuts, I'm going to tell you about it. One of the fun things that you could do is, or that are possible, is, okay, early on you gain a flashlight, okay, so you can see in the dark. But the fun thing is, if you turn off the flashlight and then you hide under a piece of furniture, your flashlight automatically turns on. But of course, as soon as you come out of that piece of furniture, the light automatically turns off. Now, let's say that you have the light on and you go underneath the table or the bed and the light's on, you can actually toggle the flashlight off and it won't show while you're underneath the table. Once you come up, the flashlight's off. So you have no idea what status the flashlight is in when you're hiding underneath furniture.
It sounds like that's one of those gameplay elements where if they have like an external QA person playing it instead of just themselves, they would have picked up.
Well, one of the other issues, and this is what really drives me nuts, is oh my gosh, I just blinked out on. Oh, you've got these like side tables that are about halfway up your thigh level, and it's 2-tiered. Okay, that's like a small shelf, and then like a drawer a door that you open up, like a cabinet door that you open up to look inside.
Yep.
Sometimes that small drawer area doesn't have the drawer in it. It's got items. You have to literally be like standing at just the right angle to see there to grab it because there's no crouch feature. This game, you're like, seriously, there's a shit ton of stuff that would benefit extremely well from the fact that you could crouch in the game.
But there's no crouching for you.
There's no crouching.
No crouching tighter, hidden dragon.
No. Now, here's the thing. I can run through once you've played through a certain section, it does not change. It's not like the combination to a locked door changes, or the combination to unlock a secret passage changes. It's the same thing. That's why I can say that I could do, I could do a huge chunk of the game in 10 minutes, and then if I die, and I get really pissed. And of course, this is the kicker. I don't know how you got this. The developer got this through, but you can't actually exit the game.
How can you not exit the game?
Every single time that you exit, it crashes.
Was it the one that you were trying to load at the convention, or what was that game that we were playing? Remember whenever we exited?
That's Ziggurat.
Ah, Ziggurat.
Yeah, we had to restart the computer every single time we did Ziggurat. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury and the crowd and everyone else.
The lovely, lovely crowd.
We unfortunately have reached the end of our broadcast, which I know that a lot of people have jumped in later in the stream, and I apologize profusely for that.
Charlie will cry himself to bed.
I'm going to cry myself to sleep, man. But the thing is, you can find out everything and more about what Altered Confusion is up to by going to our website, www.alteredconfusion.com. That's one word. You can also check out our Facebook page. Anytime you're ready.
Facebook. Wait, sorry. I'm off my game. Altered Confusion.
You go to our Twitter.
At Altered Confusion without the N, because
The end would make the internet explode.
oh my, Al Gore would be upset with us.
Damn you!
You ruined my invention. And then there's YouTube.
There's YouTube, which of course is Altered Confusion LLC. That's all one word. Of course, that's where all of our videos are. We're talking Thursday Night Hangouts. We're talking playthroughs. We're talking quick peeks. We're talking panels. Which, by the way, for anyone who's looking for the panels that were at Canuga, unfortunately, something bad happened, and we do not have a recording of those.
No.
So here's the deal.
I'm gonna cry.
Come to a convention, and you can experience it firsthand.
Interact with us live.
Yeah.
Yes, we.
Come see us at a table.
I thought it was. My personal opinion, it was the best two panels I've been a part of with Altered Confusion.
I think I might be able to pull it off of Twitch. I don't know, because it was so long. We might not. Turd. Ew, that's gross. All right. Anyways, and of course, Twitch. You're on Twitch, so you can figure that out.
If you're on Twitch, you don't know what we are. Well, hit the heart button and love us.
All right. So here's the deal. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. I think
You can use those new emoticons too.
God, all I want is a dislike button. I don't need all that extra crap. But follow us, subscribe to us, like us, whatever it is on all those platforms, so you can.
We will be at
White
MomoCon, Mike. We expect you to be there, Mike. You will be with us.
White Kid he'll record us at MomoCon.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's getting into MomoCon. Could he have won a contest or something? Anyways, speaking of which, we might run some more contests later on. But as of right now, we have to go, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you again for tuning into the Altered Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it's been a pleasure to give you this past hour and 15 minutes plus. And of course, we will be back next Thursday where we give you more of the latest and greatest and all that we can. So until next time, thank you for tuning in.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother.